Okay. So this is the cube gun. As you can see, it's kind of moving, kind of living. So when I fire it, if it's got infinite ammo. If I fire it at a distance, I have to wait a while for it to come back. So if I miss an enemy and there's a huge distance, it takes a really long time, but it always returns. But if I hit a wall or something, it comes right back. If I hold it for too long, it overcharges. And okay, so its special move is I create a huge three-dimensional cube barrier that can absorb up to 1,000 damage. And depending on how much it absorbs, I can release it to have it deal extra damage, or I can just shoot it out as soon as I put it up. So I have it up right now, so it'll block any incoming damage, and then if I can fire it, and it'll damage anybody within it. Pretty cool, huh? It's one of my favorite weapons so far. Yeah, it's crazy. I've upgraded it quite a bit, so it's pretty beast. All right, time to show you some of the newer weapons that I got. So I did get a crossbow, just a generic crossbow, nothing too special, but still hits pretty hard. I have a mod on it. I kind of needed an enemy to show you, but it'll summon a what it'll do is it'll summon a little here, let's see. Let's see. Oh, I don't have my mod charged. That's why it's not doing anything. 2 seconds. So it'll summon this black little sphere, and when I target it, when I look at an enemy while aiming down the sights, it'll target it. Let me get closer. It'll target it and start inflicting madness on it. And once it reaches 10 stacks, it deals you an extra damage. So as long as I'm not reloading or something, it'll continue to do damage, which is a pretty neat effect. It does a lot of damage, especially if I'm using the cube gun at the same time, because I can swap weapons and this thing will still be out. It'll last like 45 seconds. Well, a little longer if I have that. Let's see. I also have a let me put on another mod here. I have something called Soul Binder. This one's pretty cool. Let me reactivate it up. So what this does is, when I latch it onto an enemy, any enemies within 7 meters of that enemy are attached to it. It's like a soul link, and if I deal damage to that target, it'll deal damage to the enemies surrounding it. So if I target this thing, it should soul link to the guy to the right of him, and see how it dealt damage to him without even aiming at him. But once he dies, he dies. So that could be very useful, like if there's a lot of enemies and there's a really big enemy, you would put it on the big enemy and start shooting him, and it would maul the rest of the tiny dudes for you, which is good. I got one that deals AoE. This is a shot. This produces a shockwave. Fire it down. It'll keep producing a shockwave, dealing damage. And this lasts quite a while, considering that I have the necklace that increases mod by 50%. So it shoots out for quite a while. Another good AoE. Alright, this one I have not tried yet. I actually don't know about this one. I have no idea. Oh, hold on. I don't think it applied it properly. So. called Astral Burst. Let's see what it says. Fires a short-range burst of 7 star fragments, which deal 56 damage each. Fragments bounce off walls up to 3 times, dealing 35% additional damage per wall bounce. Interesting. So this sounds like it would be good in tight corridors. Let's see. Whoa. I don't, let's get a good wall bounce so we can do it up here. Okay, I did really bad there. Let me get my mod power back here. I actually want to see the damage it does. Huh. Not as effective as it sounded. I don't really like that one as much. Okay. Another new weapon that I got. I just got this a little bit ago. It's called Starfall, so I have no idea about this one. It's kind of just like my crossbow that I have, but instead it's a bow, and it came with its own power, so I have no clue. Alright, let's see what Starfall does. Whoa. Okay, I like that. I have a question about that one though, because that was kind of low to the ground. I wonder if I'm close to a wall, if I can get it to spawn higher up on the wall next to me. Let's see. Ah. And my second question is, will it activate in mid-air on its own? Looks like it has to hit a surface. Pretty nice. So that's for my weapons. I mainly just use a crossbow, but I might try to use this bow a little bit here. Now for the armor, I did get some armor. So this is one of the armor sets that I just got. I don't have the full set of pieces yet, but this is what I got for collecting some of the blood essence on the blood moon. It puts my weight at 53, so I think that makes my guy a little slower, and he rolls a little slower. It looks like. I'm still missing the gloves. Even though it looks like I'm wearing gloves, I'm still missing the glove armor. So I look like one of the root enemies. And then this one, the other one I got last night, I really like this one. I've been using it. It keeps me under the weight that I want, and it's got a pretty decent look to it. I like it. It's called what is it called? The Red Widow. This is the one I'll be rocking for a while. I don't know how to keep the weight down. I mean, Mudtooth sells a tonic that I think that'll help in that aspect, but I'm not sure if like leveling up my classes do anything for that, or maybe if I was the tank class, if they can have heavier armor on without it being as bad. But that's pretty much all the goodies that I've gotten so far, except for, you know, a couple tidbits here and there. I'm not sure what's going to happen when I unlock the second class, but it'll be interesting. I'm gonna try this bow out for real. I know I got quite a bit of nice stuff. So let's go back to the adventure mode. Alright, I was gonna continue and get to the world boss so you can see a world boss. If it's this, if it's the same one, I'm pretty sure it's the same one. But I did have a couple weird things happen when I was resetting the world. Like, there was a completely different area set up on one of them, but I was looking for a very specific thing. I went to talk to these people on the throne, and I refused her order, and she sent her guards to attack me. And when I lost all my health, I woke up in a prison, and the lady was saying that she was just a puppet. But I reset the world because I didn't know if that was a bad thing or not. So I reset the world again and completed it, but didn't fall to a guard. And she promised me a powerful item for beating the world boss, which they never gave me one before. So I'm thinking that's because I never beat all of her guards. So it's just a test. Because if I don't get anything good, what I'll have to do is I'll have to reset the adventure mode for this again, fail to her guards, and then beat it. Beat the area again, because it might offer something else for me to get. See, if I remember right from the first one, you can't exchange, the mod that's on weapons that have a specific mod locked onto it. So if I wanted to use my other mods, I'll have to, I would have to use other things. And from what I remember from the first one, it's never really a wise idea to have two weapons on that have locked on mods unless they're really powerful, because sometimes some of the other mods that I have are better. So if I wanted to use my crossbow, I'd definitely need to put something on here that'll be of benefit to me. I actually really like the Fargazer. The Fargazer's pretty badass, actually. It does a lot of extra damage. But this one I'm gonna put Tremor on, and I think I'll put Fargazer on my my AK. And it doesn't really matter what weapon I use, because I don't really melee a lot. I'm gonna equip one that really doesn't get in the way of my helmet. Actually, the best one to do that with would be this, I guess. I really do like the Fargazer mod. It's really unique. But I really, really like this pistol. I like the infinite ammo aspect of it. So I don't have to. So like if I ran out of ammo with like another pistol during a boss fight that I was using, I could just swap to this one and it'll be okay. But once the thing overheats, the overheat period for it to cool down takes forever. So I have to manage that. I don't want it to overheat because it takes like at least 5 seconds to stop overheating. It's got to go through the cooldown process. Once my fire gauge amount comes up off. Oh my god. I wanted to show how much damage you can do, but this thing's gonna kill that thing faster than I can do anything about it. You know that 10 stacks, she just tells fucking like crazy. I need to get out of this area. I got root rot. I don't feel like wasting my curable. I'm not sure how I moved the bird last time, because that giant bird won't move out of that spot on this playthrough. I don't know what I did to cause him to move on the other one. Okay, I've already been in this area before, the Widow's Court, so I'm not going to fully search this place.
For the girl with the blue, for the picture.
So I'm kind of just going to walk through this area as quick as I can. And try to remember the fastest route through here. Let's see. That door is locked. I think over here is probably the fastest route. So it's somewhat unwise to do this because if I collect some, like, because of shit like that, that will help me get another health charge. That's one of the reasons why I shouldn't do that. Another reason is if I collect purples that I've already collected, I'll get 250 scrap, which is really nice actually. It's really great. And if you remember, Keith, from the first one, a lot of like the world bosses or the major bosses, like the big baddies, they usually had 2 ways to kill them so you could get different loot. So I'll have to keep an eye out for an alternative way to kill certain bosses, because there are, hell, even some of the side bosses in the other one had alternative ways to kill them for different loot. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. I've never had that. I think I'm stuck. Damn. That was really bad. I've never had that happen before. I was trying to rush to the area, and this is what happens. I get stuck on a random ledge. Son of a bitch. Actually, for this area, this crossbow actually works pretty damn well. Well, actually, if I got that key, I can take this way. This would probably be faster now. It wasn't before, but since I have the key now, might as well.
All right, let's do this.
So I've already grabbed that item, but I'll grab it again anyway. Extra scrap.
It happens.
What? Oh my god. Fucking fall damage. Wonder if there's a ring for it. Oh crap, never mind, that doesn't get me where I want it to go. Okay, I might be able to survive this one. I didn't have full health last time. I might be able to survive this fall. Hopefully. Does seem kind of far. Nope. So so much for getting to the area quick.